Hi everyone, this is AB. Welcome to my channel. Let me first tell you a little bit of what I'm planning to do with this channel. The purpose behind it. What I really want to do is track my progress as I try to find a way to get rid of diabetes. I got diagnosed with diabetes in September 2020. My family has a really bad story, a bad relationship with diabetes. My mom had it, my dad has it. Two of my sisters passed away from complications of diabetes. So me being obese most of my life, I realized and I kind of knew that at a certain point it was gonna manifest in my life, and it did. In 2020, at the beginning of 2020, I lost one of my good friends, a friend that was kind of like my brother to me, and I got really depressed and started drinking quite heavily, and being locked down in the house, and I've been locked up in the house and not really doing anything, it really got me even heavier than I was, and the drinking was obviously not helping. I was drinking quite often and quite a lot. So I got to the point where I started feeling really tired, and my legs were cramping up, and I think at the worst, when I realized that I needed to go see a doctor, was when I started feeling like I was high or drunk all the time. And as soon as I ate something, I automatically wanted to sleep. I took energy drinks like Red Bulls and stuff to try to stay awake, but they did a completely opposite effect. I was feeling more sleepy, more tired after taking Red Bulls or Monsters. So knowing that was obviously not normal, so I ended up making an appointment, going to my doctor, which I avoided for a long time because I didn't want to go to anywhere near a hospital or anything like that because of the COVID. But I realized that it was something I needed to get done, so I did. Went in, and he ordered some blood work. I explained to him what was going on, and he ordered some labs, and a few days later we got the results, and he called me into the office and he explained to me that my glucose was high. So he ordered another brand of lab work for a week later. So I returned a week later with an empty stomach and got the blood work done. And a few days later, he called me back to the office. And he saw we confirm it. You have high glucose and you are diabetic. So my first reaction is like, crap. I kind of knew that's what it was. Doctor, what do I do to get rid of it? And he says, you can't get rid of it. This is with you forever. As long as you're alive, you're gonna have it. I was like, but there has to be a way. I mean, he said nope. As far as we know, there's nothing that we can do to cure it. Now he said we can give you medication, and we have really good medication that will help you control it and kind of keep it, from causing you too many problems. So he gave me my prescription, and I went home that day. Came home and I told my wife I am diabetic. She was sad. I can tell that she was. She knows what diabetes had done to my family, and you often see what diabetes does to people around you. So I got even more depressed. I stopped drinking because I was afraid that would make things worse. I didn't really change my diet. I was just taking the medication. But so it's in September, in November, after Thanksgiving, I realized how much I enjoy being with my family, how much I love my kids, how much I love my wife. And I struggle with the thought of, maybe selfish, but I struggle with the thought of not being there, when my kids got older and had kids of their own, not being able to get to know my grandkids. And just, I thought of all the things that I could miss in life. I kept telling to myself, if you would have taken care of yourself, if you wouldn't let yourself go so far, you would not be in this situation. So that next morning after Thanksgiving, I started reading, trying to find information to see if people actually have been able to get rid of diabetes type 2. And I'm gonna be honest, I was really happy to find out that there is hundreds, thousands of cases of people that have reversed diabetes. So I'm not gonna lie, it gave me hope. It gave me hope, and after spending several months of my life off and on, depressed, I decided that I'm gonna use this illness as a blessing. I'm gonna use myself as a test subject, and I'm gonna try diets and different things, herbs, and just different things that people are doing to get rid of diabetes. And my plan is to document all these things. My plan is to learn as much as I can about this, and share that information with people that have the same condition as I. My purpose is to turn this thing that potentially has the potential to destroy my life. I wanna take that power away from it and turn it into a positive thing. So this is the first video I do. I'm gonna do a weigh-in, and I'm gonna show you guys how much I weigh right now, what my conditions are, and I'll explain in a different video what diet I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna start, what is gonna be my point of start, and hopefully this information can help someone else. Obviously, our doctors, for some reason, that a lot of doctors, most doctors don't want to admit that there is a cure, but there's several good doctors that are helping people to get rid of this illness. So I seriously believe that if we create the right conditions, health will return. That if we create the right environment in our body, our body has the ability to fight all these illnesses. So that's what I believe, and I choose to be positive about this thing now. I am done dwelling on sadness and feeling bad for myself and, kind of punishing myself for getting this thing. I accept it. I take it as it is. I accept my responsibility. I did this to myself. I know that I had a genetic predisposition to get diabetes, but my lifestyle and my diet and all those things didn't help, and probably caused it to manifest in my life. So I'm done with that. I accept what I've done. I forgive myself for what I did to myself, and now let's move on. Let's try to find a way to get rid of this. So if you're watching this and if you're in the same situation as myself, let me tell you one thing: choose to be positive. This life is beautiful. It really is. There is many things for us. There is many things that I want to see, many things that I want to do. Now, diabetes doesn't stop me from doing those things, but I just feel that it's my responsibility to do this, and I have taken upon myself to do whatever necessary to get rid of this illness. So I'm doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my family, and I'm doing it for other people, that are in the same situation. So here in a second, I'm gonna show you what my blood work looked like at the time when the doctor diagnosed me with diabetes. So let's take a look at those. Okay, so let me show you here what the blood work that the doctor order looked like. So September 3rd is when I got the my first lab work, and this is my results. As you can see here on the glucose serum plasma, it's a 190, so obviously higher than the 115, which is the limit. 70 to 115 is considered normal. 70 and under is considered low blood sugar or whatever. So mine was a 190, so obviously the doctor got concerned with that, and he ordered, another round of lab work for a week later. So I came back to the doctor's office on September 10, and right here the estimated average of glucose was at 271.9, so much higher than my first one. And the doctor said that, well, this is what basically what he used to confirm that I was diabetic. So let me show you here something. Back in the day, let me show here on 2016. This is what my blood work looked like. So that was obviously several years back, but there was nothing really that indicated that I was sick, but from that, it was probably around 2017 when I just started having problems with different things, and things got complicated. But at that point, and I was not sick at all. It was just a regular doctor checkup, and nothing really to be concerned here. But it's kind of, my glucose here was a 90. So, but it's kind of crazy to see what several years, 4 years after I end up being diabetic. So that's what the doctor ordered, and that's what my results were, and this is how I find out. Okay, so this is the first weigh in. So let's see how much I weigh right now, and so I can kind of measure where I'm starting, and I can track my progress as I drop weight. So let me turn this thing on. Wake up. There you go. So 275.5. Let me do it one more time. Make sure that's what it is. Sometimes it's tricky. And it's pretty consistent, 275. So this is the first one that I do, and we'll see how far we can get with this. So thank you.